Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I have a message for you which is all around relationships again, and definitely a timely reminder, I hope, for most of us. So I've got this funny thing I just kept hitting then. But really what it's all about is to stop expecting others to be mind readers, because ultimately it is what is sabotaging you reaching your full potential, not only in your relationships, but also in your life. And so I really want to dive into this and make this a very empowering message for each and every one of us out there, myself included. I'm reminding myself. But really the whole concept of what I really want to share with you and the purposes of today's message is that really it's our ability to openly and authentically communicate without expecting another to really know what is going on for us that ultimately determines the success of our relationships. And this is what I am seeing, I think, pretty much every single day. I come across this either in my own life or I see it happening around me, or I'm presented with it with one of my beautiful clients. And so really what it is when we get so in our head that we expect others to be in our heads as well. And we might have a set of needs, which we all do, but instead of actually openly communicating with another person about what those needs are and what we need to have them met, and giving another person opportunity to actually meet us where we're at and actually meet our needs and actually build connection with us, we expect them to be just like us and to know exactly what's going on inside our lives and our minds. And we get into this kind of mode where we think that if we had to explain it, it wouldn't even be worth it. It would diminish the value that that person was adding to us if we had to explain what we really needed. And this is particularly, I hate to say this, but as a massive generalization, this is particularly one for the women out there, me included. We tend to get into this mindset of expecting particularly our partners to know what we need and to constantly deliver on it without us having to actually communicate it. And it gets us into a lot of trouble. And what I really want all of us to do is to step into a new pathway of empowerment. And how we do that is to take the onus onto us, to take back that control and responsibility to, hey, is this the thing that I need? Is this the thing that I want? Have I actually communicated it? Or am I just expecting somebody in my life to be a mind reader? Oh, they should know what I need, and they're not delivering on it. Bad move. Really bad move. It's absolutely, if I reflect back on my relationships with family members, with ex-partners, with girlfriends of mine, every single relationship that I can think back into, every single one of them, I can reflect back into a moment in time where we were challenged because of this exact reason. Because one or both of us was expecting the other person to be a mind reader without us even communicating what our needs are. And then we get into conflict, we start separating, we start stopping communication because we're starting to get resentful towards this other person because they're not meeting our needs, but we haven't taken responsibility and actually thought about it for a moment and thought, have I actually deciphered what exactly my needs are and got clarity over what they are? And secondly, have I actually communicated with this other person that I'm expecting to be some sort of superhuman mind reader, and have I given them the opportunity to actually fulfill on this need? And if you haven't, take responsibility and use it not to be beat up on yourself, but actually to empower yourself and to be like, okay, yeah, I haven't been openly communicating, so of course they're not going to be able to meet my needs if they don't know what the hell they are. And the challenge that most of us get into is the fact that we don't know what our own needs really are. And this is the biggest dilemma, because we're expecting somebody to not only fulfill on our needs, but decipher what they are without us even knowing what our own needs are. And that is, I believe, one of the biggest challenges that each and every one of us face in our relationships, no matter what type of relationship it is. So if you want extraordinary quality of depth and connection and have your needs met by another amazing human being, you've got to first of all know what your needs are, and secondly, have the courage to communicate, and don't get into that mindset of, you know, it lessening the value that another person can add if you have to explain to them what your needs are, you know. And so many of us get caught in this. So I know we've all heard it before, but I just felt it was timely in my own life, and I'm hoping that it's timely for you guys out there as well. Sometimes we just need a bit of a reminder to get out of our resentments and our expectations, and we actually need to do what's right for the relationship, which is to communicate and to have self-awareness as to what we need, and to be willing and open to put other people's needs, you know, into the equation as well, and definitely not be expecting them to know more about us or even as much about us than we know, you know, or as much as what we know about ourselves without us actually communicating it. So I'm really hoping that me sharing this with you guys today is definitely of value. I'd love for you to drop any questions or comments or any of your experience. Share it with all of us, any wisdom that you might have in terms of successful relationship communication. I'd love to hear from you and love for you to share your wisdom with all of us here today. And definitely, guys, I'm super excited because I finally got the Demartini interview that I got to do with him 2 weeks ago. I feel so embarrassed about that. It's taken me 2 weeks to get this episode like going and online and everything for you guys. And I'm so sorry that it's taken so long. I've had some major internet issues, no excuses. I'm so sorry. I've been working tirelessly at it. I hope it's worth the wait for you guys. The link's up above. You can check it out. I hope that you get so much wisdom as much as I got from that interview. You may need to listen to it a couple of different times, and I would be so grateful if you could come on over and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have some awesome interviews coming out moving forward. It's a place where you'll get to catch up on all of my videos as well. And because I had my YouTube channel shut down and I have no explanation as to why it happened, I hope I don't do whatever the mistake I did the first time around. I hope I don't do it again and get this one shut down as well. But I would be super grateful for all of you guys to come and support me over there and just subscribe to the channel. I'll be adding immense value over there as well. And yeah, I'd love your support because I was building it up and then it got shut down, and it took me a while to get this back on track and get over that hurdle as well. So I'd love that, guys, from each and every one of you, if that's of interest to you. And let me check in and see who's been able to join me. So I've got Lucy, awesome to see you, and Aaron's here, and Hassani, and Lucy, another Lucy, and Muritesh, and Anantha's here, and Kadek, and Sergio, and Jason, and Diaz, and Judy, and Ram, and Mama's ID. I don't know if that's your name, but I love you being here. And Kim from North Carolina. And I've got Craig and Tony. Hello to you. And Paula from Brazil. That's so awesome. And oh no, I didn't check. And I hope that you guys can still hear me. I forgot to put my microphone on the thing. I hope you guys can still hear me. Thanks for letting me know, Anantha. Paula, thank you so much for your beautiful compliment there. And Ivan from Santiago, awesome. And Anantha, and this is exactly said in the book, The 4 Agreements, absolutely. Don Miguel Ruiz, amazing book, The 4 Agreements. My favorite one of his in The 4 Agreements is to be impeccable with your word. Oh, please, just speak the truth. and this is what this is all about as well, today's message. You guys are probably hearing me every single day talking about just speak authentically, just be truthful. And like I said, your ability to openly and authentically communicate without expecting another person to know what's going on in your world and be a mind reader determines the success of your relationship. So, this communication piece, I know it's like boring to hear over and over again, but it's so super true. Open, authentic communication. Just speak the truth. Don't hold back. Speak openly. Stop expecting other people to know what's going on in your world without you communicating it, and expecting them to know more about you than you even know yourself. And definitely go on a journey of uncovering what you need, what your needs are. Be self-aware and have the courage to communicate it so that we can build amazing relationships and take away the expectations that kill our connection and only serve to build resentment. So absolutely. Thanks for bringing that to the equation, Anantha. And Heidi's here. Kim, exactly. People are not mind readers. I love that you're resonating with that. And Nalinda's here, and Bradley, and Ty, and Anantha. Expectations, ego, and excitement on others' actions kills your happiness, and it is nothing but you are being mean to yourself by killing your real happiness. This also affects the people surrounding us. Absolutely. So yes, our expectations that we place on ourselves or others never ever serve. Just be real and just be self-aware to know what you need and have the courage to communicate openly and authentically. That's it. Nobody knows what's going on for you more than you know what's going on for you. And you definitely have to go on that journey of uncovering what that is and communicating it so that you can create beautiful, connected, deep relationships that are free from resentments and expectations. Absolutely, Anantha. And Claudia's here, and Kim, 28 years married. Know yourself and communicate your needs and exceptions. I love that, Kim. And congratulations to you. Nearly as long as I've been alive. That's incredible. I can't even get my head around it. But yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, actually, I should be able to, because I think my parents are close to almost 40 years of marriage, which is pretty crazy. I love hearing that. Yeah, the longer the better if you've definitely got quality of relationship, and it sounds like you absolutely do with that wisdom there, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Sam, awesome to catch you as well. And Felipe and Melissa and Lucy, I love you. And awesome, I'm grateful that you can hear. Oh, that was scary for a moment. I hate, that's always my worst nightmare, that I'm just talking in silence. But Kerishan's here, and Lucy, amen, truth, and just be real you. Absolutely. Life begins when you just show up and be authentic, and yeah, so I can't stress that enough. And Marsh, oh, you are awesome. And thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful that you're finding value here. And Lucy, thank you. Loving that you love my dress. You guys know that I love dresses more than anything, just about. And Tamo, loving that you're loving that. Whatever I was talking about in that moment. That's awesome. And Alex and Vikram and Sam, watched your interview. So incredible and inspiring. Now I'm nourished with wisdom and empowerment to walk my talk. Oh, so grateful and love hearing that, Sam. Thank you so much for checking out that interview with the incredible Dr. John Demartini. That man just is so amazing. And if you watch that interview, you'll work out why I'm always talking about him and talking him up. He's an incredible human being. And thank you so much for sharing that, Sam. The link is up in top of the video for any of you guys who want to check out that amazing interview I got to do a couple of weeks ago with the incredible Dr. John Demartini. And I did it just before 2 back-to-back events that I ended up doing with him, Master Planning for Life and the Breakthrough Experience. And I cannot wait to catch up with him and hopefully get to interview him again for a 3rd time later on this year. I'm going to 2 of his events. I'll be definitely going to become one of his Demartini Method facilitators, so go to a 5-day event up in Sydney for that. I think in August, and then in September, October, I'm going to go to his prophecy course. You guys, I'm going to share everything with you. It's going to be mind-blowing with wisdom, and yeah, definitely check out the interview, and particularly if you haven't heard from him before, you've got to check him out. So that interview will be a good entry point for you, I hope. And Philippe, such a wonderful book for agreements. The map is not the territory, NLP perspective. Each one is expert on being the person who is. Absolutely, Philippe. And you know, I think that's part of the beauty of our relationships is, you know, we can only know another to the extent that they know themselves. So, and I really do believe that the best quality relationships are when we become an expert on another human being. And if we can only become an expert to the degree that they are expert on themselves, then, you know, we really, really, really want ourselves to have full self-awareness and continue to become expert on ourselves. Communicate that with another person that you want an extraordinary relationship with, so that they too can become an expert on you and you them. And that is where we enter extraordinary relationships. You know, not just ordinary, not just mediocre, not just, yeah, it's kind of like a roller coaster, like ups and downs, but actually growing and deepening and getting more and more extraordinary as you build your own self-awareness and have the courage to communicate openly and authentically. So I love that, Philippe. And Rich, be you, everyone else is taken. Oscar Wilde, yes, absolutely, love that. Life can make it difficult to be you and speak your words, but do it anyway. God bless. I love that, Rich. Thank you for always sharing your beautiful wisdom with us all. You're so appreciated. And Pedro and Joji, hello to you. And Sean and the more we talk about it and it becomes a way of life. Always pleasure listening to you and communicating with you. Lots of love and gratitude, Vanessa, my friend and my best mentor in recent times. Oh, that's absolutely touched my heart, Anantha. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's always a pleasure to get to connect with you, Anantha, and each and every one of you guys. You always light me up, and I love your questions. I love what you bring to the equation. I love the wisdom that you share. I love just getting to talk about stuff that actually matters with you guys and see your beautiful faces and names pop up. You always give me so much to be grateful for. So thank you, and thanks, Anantha. Much love and gratitude to you, my friend. And Hilton's here, and Raul, and Gabrielle, and Shiban, and Tomakan. Hello to you. Awesome. Much love to you, Gabrielle. Awesome for all of you guys. And Jason, big smiles to you. Awesome to see you guys. As always, I really hope that today's message is of value to you. I hope it's just getting you thinking. Where am I expecting people to be mind readers, and how could I get more clear on what I need and communicate it so that I'm not stacking up these resentments that are killing the potential of my life and relationships, and instead I'm building my self-awareness. I'm having the courage to communicate openly, give people an option to go really deep with me, and ultimately I am, you know, definitely I would really encourage any of you guys out there who maybe you try and be the leader in this realm, but you have somebody in your life who you feel like you just never know is what's going on for them. You never know like what they really need, and you feel like you're constantly getting punished by silent treatment. Gosh, have I been there so many times. I think it's like the worst ever, you know, to not communicate about what you need to people who actually really want to be of value in your life, you know. So if you have somebody like that in your life, then I encourage you to definitely share this message with them too, and that definitely helps me because I want to reach more people as well. So yes, Rich, communication is the answer. It is one thing to know something, but to own it, we must share it and teach it to someone else. Absolutely. Stay awesome. Thank you so very much for all the wisdom. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Right back to you, Rich. And yes, I completely agree. Communication is always the answer. As boring as it sounds, it is the missing link that bridges the gap between everything worth connecting and definitely, you know, getting over the resentments. Resentments are so unnecessary, and resentments always stir from a lack of understanding because of a lack of communication. So I love that, Rich. Thank you. And Suzanne, much love to you, my dear. And Lucy, I've learned as well that not everyone is going to like you, so you may as well just stand in your own truth. You are speaking my language completely there, beautiful Lucy. Absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're going to have 50-50. Everything's going to be in balance. So you might as well just show up and be all of who you are. And at least you're going to have 50% of that equation loving you for the truth of who you are, as opposed to, you know, just sort of some projection of who you think you need to be, or, you know, that person who's just holding back and trying to get liked by everybody. You know, all that does is reinforce to yourself, when you get liked for being somebody that you're not lovable for the truth of who you are. So get off that horrible ride and enter the, you know, the ultimate place of being, the ultimate state of being, which is to be truly authentic and generate loving connections for the truth of who you are, and accept you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay, you know, because you don't need everybody. It's not about quantity, it's absolutely about quality. So yes, I couldn't agree more with you, Lucy. And Jeannie's here, awesome to see you. And Anantha, best part of you is that you make efforts to connect directly with us. Rather than making us a follower, the lively conversations make it the best way to get what you think and what you're trying to let us know. Anantha, thank you so much. I so appreciate that feedback, because ultimately I agree with you. I'm not here to just like talk to nobody, you know. I love getting to connect with you guys and getting to have a conversation with you guys. It lights up my world. It makes everything that I do so much more fulfilling. And so I so appreciate that feedback from you, Anantha. Thank you so much. You're making my day today. And Adrian, much love to you. And Emmanuel, thank you for being here. And Lucky's here. And Kuno. And Gabrielle, love yourself, not who you think they think you should be. Boom. So much truth and so much wisdom shared as always, Gabrielle. Thank you so much. So guys, I better sign up. Yes, Kuno, love yourself first always. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And know yourself so that you can communicate about yourself, so that not only you become the expert of you, but you allow the opportunity for somebody else to become an expert in you as well. And that's how we create extraordinary quality of depth in relationships. And Nick, the quality of your life is the quality of my communication. Yes, absolutely. Your words spoke loudly to me. I'm so grateful to hear that, Nick, and thank you so much for sharing that wisdom. That's awesome. I love that. And as always, guys, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful and amazing. And yes, much love to you there, Jonas, who's just joining me. Anybody who's just joining me now, definitely catch a recording. I hope you get a ton of value from today's message. I'm signing off. I cannot wait to see you all tomorrow. And Anantha, my pleasure, and your videos make a lift to my mood of the day. You're inspiring me to be a better and helpful person on a daily basis. Anantha, you are just making my heart explode today. Thank you so much for all of your kind and generous words. They're very humbling to me, and they absolutely mean a lot to me. I value so much your feedback from all of you guys. I'm here to try and add some value, try and be of some sort of value to you guys each and every day. So when you can give me some feedback, positive, negative, I don't care. Just let me know what's going on. Like you have so much today, Anantha, that's absolutely touched my heart. Reassured me that I'm on the right path, so thank you so much. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and you're so welcome, Jason. Thank you, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Much love.